It's two-player career time for the Italian Grand Prix. Coming into the weekend, because we've done all the performance upgrades, we're going to buy some durability upgrades. We're going to get the minor electrical systems, which will be on for Singapore, and we'll get the major energy store, and we're going to try and see if we can get another one soon, but we have insufficient points. Anyway, into qualifying we go into Q1 on medium compound tyres. I already switched to ERS on, which could actually be a mistake because I burnt quite a lot of it before I got up to the flag. Anyway, going down in towards someone, I've gone quite low on the wings. I plan to go lower possibly depending on how things change, and that is a really bad turn 1 and a bad turn 2 to follow up with it, and a slide in the exit. And if I had enough fuel I would have given the lap up there and then. Unfortunately, we don't have enough fuel, so we're going to have to finish this one. We are a second down, but apparently purple in the first sector. Through 4 and 5, it's a bit wide through 4. Through the Lesmo 1, it's alright, bit wide, but that's fine, not enough exit curb usage. Through Lesmo 2, it's okay. DRS enabled. Down in towards turn, Scaro. Left fine, right is okay, bit bouncy, and next left not that much exit curb used. Coming down towards the final corner into Parabolica. Here we go, braking at, well, just after the 50 metre board. Back on the power as soon as possible, up towards the line. What's it going to be? It's going to be the 13 and last of everybody, which is as we start our second flying lap in the session with 7.5 minutes to go. If you are enjoying this, make sure to like and subscribe, and check the description where you'll find Reese's, Jack's channels and my 2 other channels. And anyway, coming down towards someone, we need a much better corner, using all the space possible, bit wide in the apex. Same again with 2, micro slide again. We're about 9 tenths up, which is what we needed. Ideally we'd have 9.5 tenths, but that's not bad. Going down in towards not the Ascari chicane, whatever this chicane's called. Anyway, we brake early, we get the left, we get the right, we get on the power, we're a second up. Coming through towards Lesmo 1, we're much better on the apex. We had to double correct a slide, and we're now only 3 tenths up. Going to go back up to 4, but we lost 7 tenths through Lesmo 2, so this lap again has not been great as well. It was alright when we were only using the mediums for a banker, but this is now serious qualifying stuff, and to drop that amount of time is not good. We're behind everybody, but we mainly want to get into the top 10 probably with this run, because half a second isn't great. We need about a second and a half probably, I'd say. But anyway, up towards the line, it's going to be about 6 tenths gained, into P13 as we start our final lap with 30 seconds on the clock. DRS enabled. We're currently quite a bit down on the lap we need. We've gone up on the wings, I think, for this run maybe. Braking quite early, but just making sure we get to the corner, round and round, making sure we put the acceleration on as much as possible. We find 100, and now we've lost because of I don't know how we lost that, to be honest, probably because it was a tighter line the first time we did it. Wide for the first part of the chicane, then over the curve in the second, and that's going to put us down by a tenth maybe as we come through the Lesmo. And there you can go and see all the time coming back through the second Lesmo. Nice line, DRS enabled, 7 tenths up. Going down towards the Ascari chicane, through to the left, then the right, and then the left again. 6.5 tenths up. This is still not great. Ideally would be about a second up, but unfortunately that's not been a great lap. None of these laps have been great. I've been playing F122 recently, so getting back into the swing of this game has been hard. It's not even going to be 6 tenths up. It's going to be about 5 3/4. We go P9 for now. And Alpine chucked us down to P10, and Reese is going to chuck us down into 11. Reese goes up into P4, I think. But we are down into the bottom half of the grid, probably for the first time this season. And if we don't finish in a top 4 on the race day, this will be our worst finish, our worst race finish of the season.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, edging out Sergio Perez, who lines up P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Rees, Sainz, Stroll, Verstappen, Liam Lawson, Teo Porcher, Hamilton, Baxter.
So starting the race, it's going to be a soft to medium strategy. I think it should be, what, like 9 laps on soft, 10 laps on medium, something like that. Lights out and away we go for the formation lap. Just readjusting my seats here, just so I am sat in an ideal position to start the race. P11 starting today's race. We hope to make do, try and get down to the inside, try not to damage our wing, and hopefully cut our way through the field. But if we don't, because of the DRS trains around here, we need to get up there quickly. And I've also gone to 0-0 wings, by the way. Anyway, 4, 5. The lights out and away we go after the 5 red lights. Further in the throttle there, a little bit of wheel spin off the start. We then put our ERS on, the 0-0 wings really coming to fruition, gaining 3 places up into 8. If we run into the back of an Alpine though, that's orange wing damage, run to the back of McLaren, currently P4. But with a really damaged wing, bit of wheel spin on the exit too. We're going to have to box it into this lap, but that was a really good start. Anyway, coming into the pits, Reese now leads. He sets the fastest lap, and we come in for a set of the medium compounder tyres. And yeah, 0-0 wings, maybe they weren't the right choice, but we did just hit into a car, which is annoying, but our race is probably going to amount to very little points. We haven't finished lower than 4th all season long when we've not DNF'd the race, so let's try and keep that streak going. Coming out the pits with about 30 seconds in the pit lane. Into turn 1 we go, we chop back to the racing line, which means we go wide in 1, which puts us tight in 2. Perez sets the fastest lap. Reese is out the race with a mechanical fault, which is big news. DRS gets enabled and we grind to a halt to bring out the safety car, which I will admit was on purpose. But do you know what? It's a bit more entertainment in the video now. And it's not going to change Reese's race, it's a bit more entertainment. And we're not really in a championship fight, because let's be real, we've probably won the championship with the gap we've got. Anyway, 9th for fastest lap, which I set under a safety car. Got ERS on, go into the inside, switch into the outside, late on the brakes, round the outside this Haas car, who I was trying to back out of the move from because I didn't think we were going to make it. We make the move on the inside of 2, and we go look to the inside on this Alfa Romeo, who's trying to go aggressive on the Williams. We go round the outside of the Alfa Romeo of George Russell, down the inside of Logan Sargent, who's currently in P6. But we go a bit wide, and Logan Sargent is going to repass us. We're going to have a bit of a slide, and we're going to make a tiny bit of contact. But that's fine, because we're going to put the ERS on 0-0 wings, no DRS for anyone, no one can stop us. Then round the outside of Esteban Ocon in the Aston Martin. We go a bit deep again, but there's a Ferrari spun round with Carlos Sainz. Put the ERS on, get Esteban Ocon, but there is a red flag. A red flag. Will we start P4 or P5 though? That's the question. But it's definitely going to be softs to the end from here. That is most certain.
Change our strategy for the rest of the Grand Prix if we want to.
9. We could go mediums. I reckon mediums would be slower, but we wouldn't have tyre wear at the end, so I reckon mediums would be quicker and less risk. So we're going to go for the mediums. Unfortunately, you can't change car setup under Part Ferme, which under the red flag, which I thought you could. P5 we start, 5 red lights. And lights out and away we go. Blue flags apparently. We get a very, very good start. We have to lift because we can't quite capitalise on it. We get Ocon and Verstappen. And poor Chair's going to go to the inside in turn 1. So we're going to go round the outside of him, down the inside into turn 2. And the only person in front of us now, once we put the ERS on and steer clear of him, is Lance Stroll. We were gaining so much on down towards the Grande chicane. We can't quite capitalise on it. We brake late, lift off, push him off using our front wing, but we're going to seat the position. We're going to let him back through and fight another day. As on lap 12, coming down the main straight, ERS, no DRS at this point in time. We're going to fly past him, absolutely whiz past. Make sure we're ahead from turn 1, but we're not fully ahead. There's his front wing. We go wide from turn 2 on purpose to get a better exit. We tap him on the side, we get the place, we get the position up to P1. As Stroll is just half a tenth back from us. He's going to try and fly it round the outside. We're going to brake a bit early just to keep the inside of this corner. He's shaking all over the place. He's put his hand up for contact. He's going to try and use the DRS to get us. Verstappen, oh there's no DRS, Verstappen is also getting involved. Verstappen with a mighty slipstream, and he's now into the race lead. But we're going to get him down to the Grande chicane, and we're going to try to, using all our battery, he's going to defend to the inside. We're going to roar past around the outside, and we are up into P1. And on lap 16, Verstappen's going to come past again. Lawson and Perez are in the top 5. Perez with fastest lap and on soft tyres. Verstappen is going to defend to the inside. We're going to try and go around the outside. Nothing coming of it. Inside of turn 2 though, he does give us the space, but we can't make anything of it. Coming down in towards the Grande chicane on lap 16. We're going to go so close to the grass. Max just gives us the space at the last possible moment, and we retake the lead. As Max is going to come down our inside, Stroll's going to come down our inside. We lift off, mainly to get DRS, but we're going to hang it around the outside. Use a bit of battery to defend from Max and keep alongside Stroll. Enable the DRS and ERS just to whiz past. On to the penultimate lap we go, lap 18. We get a second gap by Ascari chicane. We have a little bit of a tip just over the Ascari curb, and that is us spun round. We're looking pretty good for a podium there, or even possibly the race win, but unfortunately not. And that is Lance Stroll P1, our lowest finish of the season in P5.
And look at that.
So that's that then. Perez is Perez is P3 of fastest lap. We're P5. Couldn't quite get the last two on the final lap, couldn't quite get near him. We now take a 74 point lead to our teammate in the standings. Reese is 103 points behind, which is something I never thought I'd say, being over 100 points behind. McLaren are 166 points in the constructors, so that's wrapped up, basically. But, yeah, is what it is. Beat our race 4-0 in the rivalry, got some acclaim up towards level 17, and we'll speed this bit up. We got was that an ultimate? Yeah, it would have been an ultimate rear downforce, or at least a major rear downforce. Our 3 durability upgrades, will they come on for the 7th of, September.
Okay, we'll have a new pass through the fabrication process.
We've been stopped on the 5th. Don't know why we've stopped on the 5th. Let's continue. Reese is waiting. He must have had an upgrade fail or something, maybe, or an upgrade gone, and he's bought another upgrade. But he's waiting for me. And don't know what I'm doing. There we go. 3 upgrades.
Our new parts have completed without issue.
Then the 4th. The durability department event. And we'll accept that. Because if you suggest, I think something bad happens. But yeah, weekly resources come in. Let's get a whole new load of upgrades. Which we can't do. We can get a major turbo, or major MGUH, sorry, so we'll get that for next race. Reese is in marketing, our progress history. It's been very close this whole season, to be fair. Energy store reliability testing, which is done and on the car, ready for the Singapore Grand Prix, which hopefully won't be too longer. But let's be real, with me and F1 games recently, which I've not been finding too interesting. Even F1 Manager's not that interesting at the minute for me. It's just not really, I don't know why, I just don't really want to play it. I just don't find it that interesting at the minute. But yeah, so hopefully I'll see you soon. Make sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment, as we've got rain and practice 1 in Singapore. Great. Only practice session for a race I haven't done in a while is wet. And Red Bull back into the fight. So a Ferrari, they're even close to the fight, and McLaren have strayed away a little bit. But yeah, Lance Stroll winning is something I never thought I'd say. But make sure to like and subscribe to get plenty more of this content. And I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.